This is Jeff Altman, Big Game Hunter. Welcome to Job Search Radio.
Are you looking for a new job or interested in leveling up? Job Search Radio is your go-to resource for insider tips on job hunting and growing your career. Here's your host, Jeff Altman.
Hi, this is Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome to Job Search Radio. Imagine yourself sitting in an interview. You're looking across from someone, or you're on the phone or on Skype with them, and suddenly they drop this little question. It seems innocuous, but everything has a purpose on an interview. And the question is, so, are you interviewing? What are they trying to really find out from you? What do they want to know? What's the point behind all this, and how do you answer? That's what I cover in today's show, and it's a good one. It's a real good one. So hang in there, enjoy the ride, listen to the music, and let's get rolling. Imagine you're on an interview and you're asked the question, so, are you interviewing? And you're not quite sure how to answer the question. So let me offer you how to answer it. And start by saying it depends on where you are in the search. Now, there's a recruiter, agency recruiter. They ask you, are you interviewing? Now, they're trying to find out, number one, have you been to their client? Number two is they're trying to get job leads to go recruit for. They want to find out what firms you've spoken with so they can try and get those leads from you. So the way to gracefully get over answering the question for the agency is to say, yeah, I've been to a couple of places, or no, I was intrigued by this one. So let's do I've been to a couple of places. Well, where you've been? Well, I've been to a pharmaceutical firm. I've been to I've been to one manufacturer and a consulting firm. Oh, which ones have you met with? Excuse me for being blunt, but we're just meeting for the first time, and not every recruiter, as you must admit, is honest. So I'm getting to know you. So where's your client located? What industry are they in? And I understand you might have trepidation about telling me their name, just like I've had, apprehension about telling you where I've been. So at least tell me the industry and the town. Now, what this is at least going to do is give you a sense of what field the firm is in and where they're located. So that way you can say, no, I haven't spoken to anyone in that town. If they say a town of a firm that you've spoken with, say, give me a first initial of the firm. B. Yep, I've been there. And that brings it to a conclusion. It's all handled there, and you haven't been particularly forthcoming. If you haven't been on any interviews yet with you're talking to the agency, you can start by saying, yeah, I really haven't been anywhere yet. I was intrigued by this opportunity. Tell me more about it. And they'll go off and start selling you, and they're giving you a sense of what the job is all about. And you'll learn something about the capability of the recruiter based upon how sophisticated an answer they give. If they start going into, they're a great company, and all that sort of nonsense, you're dealing with an amateur here. So just keep it very simple. So that's how to answer it on the agency side. On the corporate side, sometimes what they're trying to do is to figure out where in the cycle you are. If you're relatively early on, whether they can stall a while because they've got 15 more people to talk to and a whole bunch of other things. So here's a couple of variations. Number one is you actually have been to a number of places and you're close to an offer. So you can say, well, I've been on a few interviews. I've got two that are close to the offer stage. How long do you think your process is going to take? At which point you're signaling to them it's put up or shut up, in which case they can go, they can say, well, that's terrific. How does our situation compare with the others? I prefer yours, but at the same time, the others are pretty good, and I don't want to jeopardize those while you're evaluating 15 people. So, I'm going to have a time constraint, as you might imagine, and I hope you might accelerate the process with my candidacy so that in this way you can determine whether or not I'm the right person for you. If not, this is all moot. But if I am the right person, I want to make sure that you, my first choice, are able to respond quickly enough. Isn't that graceful? If they say, no, we're not in a rush, we're early in the search process, and thus, they're not going to move because they know you're at the finish line, and it brings it to a conclusion. Or you can just lie to them and go, oh, I've got nothing going on, no opportunities, at which point, a week later when you pull something out with a firm that they know takes 5 interviews to make a decision, they know that you were lying to them. So you're better off being forthright, but not reveal any of the firms to them either. Just simply say, well, I'm talking to 3 firms, the ones that seem competitive with this opportunity, but clearly yours seems better to me based upon this initial conversation. There's one in pharma, there's one in manufacturing, just for the sake of argument. But this one really seems intriguing. What do you like about it? And now they're looking to see the ammunition that you're going to give them that they can now parrot back to you to sell to you. Follow? They're very smart like this. You're going to tell them why it is you like their job better, and they're going to feed it back to you if and when they get an offer together. So, again, it depends on whether you're talking to a recruiter, whether you're talking to a company. They all require certain differences, and with the corporation, I'm more likely to be forthcoming because, well, frankly, if you're close to another offer, they got to kick it up, right? So that's my advice for how to handle these situations. I hope you found it helpful. I want to encourage you. Give Job Search Radio 5 stars in iTunes or Stitcher because it helps other people find the show. It helps with rankings. And it just helps in a lot of different ways. Again, give Job Search Radio 5 stars. It really will help. And if you like this show, what's going to help you personally is if you come join me at JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. That's my site with curated information, the best of my material, curated, the best of other people's material that's been cut down into quality information so that you don't have to waste a lot of time. Plus, if you have questions, you can ask me questions through the site, and I'd be very happy to answer them. Again, come join me at JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. Hope you have a great day. Take care.
If you would like to have Jeff give you advice about your job search, you'll love JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. This site has all of Jeff's books and guides to job hunting available free. The ability to have Jeff answer your questions, plus podcasts and videos that'll help you with all the different parts of a job search, including writing a winning resume and cover letter, great answers to interview questions, how to negotiate effectively, whether you want an easy way or want to get tough, plus a community of people like you who you can get advice from. The site again is JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. That's JobSearchCoachingHQ.com.